Ragnarok Mobile Episode 10 has some stunning visuals, and today I'll be comparing some Episode 9 spots and show you how amazing it looks in Episode 10. You'll see places like the Guild Hall, which now looks like a guild city. It's open, enormous, and just looks spectacular. This is Wallaby, and today I'll be showing a sneak peek of Episode 10's visuals. I'm on the China server, and some of these visuals may change once it's released in Global NC. Currently, not every map has been redesigned. Many places have improvements, but some are more drastic than others. I'm going to go over a few places I want to highlight and show a before and after video, so you can really appreciate how much the visuals have improved in this game. Also, in Episode 10, they enabled 3D mode in a lot of places that Episode 9 did not have, so the camera angles are a lot better. First, let's take a look at the Guild Hall. In Episode 9, this is how the Guild Hall looks like. I start at the Guild Hall entrance and open the mini-map to show the layout. Next, I walk over to the Valkyrie for guild blessings and prayers. I then proceed to the music box. After, I proceed to the entrance to Valhalla Ruins. I then proceed to the vending machine area and the Black Cat Cafe. I then proceed to the guild donation area. Finally, I go towards the portal that we used to enter GVG. I also pass by the god items. Now in Episode 10, the layout is definitely different and the entrance looks grand. First, I do pass by the guild donation, which is on the left side. Then I go to the guild blessings and prayers. The Valkyrie seems to be replaced with a statue. The GVG portal area is also moved to the right side and looks quite nice by the water. Next, I walk towards the music box, which is right at the entrance of the Guild Hall. Next, I go to the vending machine area and the Black Cat Cafe. Next, I go to the entrance to Valhalla Ruins. Finally, I walk towards the top to show the beautiful scenery and the god items. I really like the new Guild Hall. It's definitely my favorite redesign in Episode 10. Next is the city Izlude. In episode 9, I walk to the Continent Sea NPC and look around. Then I walk towards the channel change NPC and then show some more scenery on the way. In episode 10, Izlude is one of the cities that was redesigned and it looks fantastic. I start at the Continent Sea NPC. Then I walk towards the channel change NPC while panning around. There are a lot of beautiful bridges and water throughout the city. This channel change spot looks great, but I guess the funny thing is you can now switch it from the minimap anywhere, so you don't actually have to come here, but still a very beautiful sight. The boats, the cloud, and the lighting look very nice. Next is the map Goblin Forest. In episode 9, I walk towards the famous Steam Goblin spawn spot. Oh, how many hours were spent hammerfalling these steam goblins. In episode 10, the trees look a lot better and the grass makes the map look much more like a forest. I walk towards the steam goblin spot and it looks really nice. Some places got new textures and objects that help make the map look a lot different. Next is the map Misty Forest. In episode 9, the forest was kinda bright and didn't look so creepy. I'll walk around quickly to show how the forest looked. In episode 10, the forest looks much creepier and the trees and grass really adds to the haunted atmosphere. The lights and objects also add to the creepy atmosphere. Next, some weekly instances also got some nice visual improvements. I'll begin with Endless Tower. In episode 9, the Endless Island is camera locked, so you can never see the tower before you enter it. Once you're inside, this is how the Endless Tower levels look like. In episode 10, the camera angle isn't locked, so you can take a look at the tower and see what the 100 floors really would look like. It looks great from the outside, and I'm glad they added these details to the tower. Once you go inside, it also looks fantastic with the fire, the statues, and the lighting. It makes the Endless Tower look much more epic. Next is Oracle Dungeon. In episode 9, the camera is locked and this is what the inside looks like. In episode 10, the inside looks very detailed and beautiful. The area also looks much bigger, although the dungeon area is still the same. Lastly, I want to talk about Prontera. In episode 9, this is what it looks like when walking throughout the city. I'll also take the top portal to enter a royal room. In episode 10, Prontera looks very similar. I was hoping for a redesign, but there is a pleasant surprise here. I'll keep walking through the city towards the portal. Instead of that smaller room that you saw in episode 9, you're now in an enormous palace which looks amazing. You enter, and there are double spiral staircases that lead you towards a huge throne room. These rooms will likely involve the new story in episode 10, and I'm looking forward to playing it. The throne is mysteriously empty. I wonder what that could be about. Well, at least for now, I'm the temporary king, I guess. I hope you've enjoyed the visual highlights from episode 10. I'm happy the devs invested in visuals because it makes the game look so much better. If you have any other sneak peek requests, leave a comment. If you enjoyed this video, please like, comment, and subscribe.